use foaming cleanser, you're just like, no, ande. It's like a toxic boyfriend. You can't force him to work for you. If he doesn't work, you gotta just walk away. Why does that feel so personal? Hello everybody, 안녕! Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jenny Moon. So if you clicked on this video, you're probably wondering, how do I make my skin better? You're tired of breaking out, you're tired of your pores looking too big, fine lines and wrinkles looking a little too deep, and you're probably wondering, Jenny, what do I have to do to get glass looking skin? Let me tell you, I've been through a lot through my own personal skincare journey. I've done skincare probably every single day, probably for like the last 10 years or something like that. So as a skincare girly / enthusiast who has tried out so many things on the market, and now I obviously do this for a living, I'm a beauty creator and I get to try out so many more skincare products, and I'll talk to a lot of other skincare creators on what they're using. And these are just the 10 things that I wish I knew earlier. Like if I could talk to like my teenager self or myself back then when I didn't know that much about skincare, I would basically brainwash her because these are the things that really make a huge difference on my skin today. I think everything that I'm going to talk about is going to help you out today with your skincare journey. So let's get started with 10 skincare mistakes that I wish I could have avoided. So the first thing is something that I've already talked about a lot in my short form videos. Washing your face with cleanser in the morning. It's actually something that you don't have to do. I remember when I was a teenager, I struggled a lot with acne, and so I thought I have to wash my face with a foaming cleanser morning and night. I actually learned from my aunt that doing so actually compromises your skin barrier. And at first I was like, what even is a skin barrier? Like that sounds like bogus. But once I actually started skipping using cleanser in the morning, and instead of using a cleanser, I just would splash my face with some water and kind of wipe off the dust and whatever skincare residue that I may have from the night before. I'll wipe that off with either a cotton pad soaked with some toner or just use a toner pad. And so that's what I've been doing for the past 4 years, and it made the biggest difference in making my skin barrier stronger, hence giving me less acne. I know a lot of people that I've talked to have tried this, usually find themselves with better skin when they don't wash their face 2 times a day. So if you're feeling like your skin barrier is a little weak, like if your skin is thin or it's oftentimes red and irritated, try not using foaming cleanser in the morning and just wash your face with water. 2, second thing on the list today is not washing your face with cleanser in the morning. Now you're probably thinking, Jenny, what are you talking about? You literally just said don't wash your face with cleanser in the morning. Yes, that is true, but people's skin, it works differently for everyone. Now, these days, I've actually been using a gentle cleanser in the morning. And the reason why I've recently started doing that is because I started working out every morning. And initially, I wasn't washing my face with cleanser. I was just spritzing my face with the Tower 28 spray because this is basically antibacterial for pimples, and then I would just wipe my face down with some toner pads after my shower, thinking that that was enough. But I just kept getting these pimples because I prioritized strengthening my skin barrier, when in reality what was more important was taking off the sweat and the grime that had built up on my skin from my workout. So I guess the main takeaway would be that after you work out, you should wipe off your sweat and cleanse your face with a gentle cleanser if you can. Now, the next thing is something that I did when I was in middle school, and I did this religiously, and if I could just go back in time and just hold little Jenny's hand and be like, no, don't do that, girl, don't do that. It would be using lemon juice for brightening acne scars. Like, yes, I still struggle with some acne scars on my cheeks, but I do not use lemon juice to brighten them. So these are like the tips that we would find in like internet blogs, like use like toothpaste, use honey, lemon juice. Like, no, stop believing everything you see on the internet. What I would do is soak up a cotton pad with lemon juice, and then I would put that on my acne scars for like 5 to 10 minutes, and it would sting my skin so bad. I just sat through it thinking that beauty is pain. But no, usually pain means that you're making your skin more sensitive. I really do believe that because I did this when I was younger, my skin around my cheeks is actually thinner. I do have sensitive skin now, so if I could go back in time, I would not use lemon juice to brighten up my acne scars, because really it didn't work. If you are trying to brighten up your acne scars though, instead of lemon juice, try TXA. I love the serum from Anua, or just use regular vitamin C serum instead of lemon juice. These days I've been using the one from Dr. Althea. That one's really great for sensitive skin. It doesn't burn your face, doesn't compromise your skin barrier. We don't do that around here. Or what I've been really enjoying is using tretinoin at night. The one that I'm using these days is from Apostrophe. It does take some time to get used to, but really great for increasing your skin turnover rate. If that's too strong for you, you can try retinol, or adapalene. Yes. All right, on to the next mistake that I wish I had avoided. It is exfoliating every single day. Now, I don't know if there's still people out there that do this. I remember it was in like the 2010s era. I think a lot of beauty YouTubers were recommending to exfoliate every day. And so back then when I was a teenager, I was like thinking like, oh my gosh, like I can exfoliate every day. Like they're doing it, so it must mean that I should be doing it too. Again, don't believe everything you see on the internet. Exfoliating every day is so bad for your skin. I think the best rule of thumb is following the instructions on what the skincare product says to do. And no exfoliating product will tell you to exfoliate every day, because why? It damages your skin barrier. And what happens when your skin barrier is damaged? You have really sensitive, irritated acne skin. You have to find the perfect balance of how often you should exfoliate your skin. For me, it's about 2 to 3 times a week. I like using the strawberry scrub from Skin Food, which also has some salicylic acid. And I also enjoy using a peeling gel from Dr. G. That one is also very good. And those are for the days when I want to like really exfoliate my skin. Usually I'll just gently exfoliate by wiping my skin with some toner pads, and I think that's a really good method for exfoliating for sensitive skin. Number 5, not carefully cleansing. So if you're like one of those people that gets really lazy about cleansing,
like do I have to like cleanse? Like let me just like use like a makeup wipe or just like some micellar water.
or if you decide to use foaming cleanser, just like no, 안 돼. 그렇게 하면 안 돼. Cleansing might be one of the most important things you can do to keep your skin clear and healthy, especially if you wear sunscreen and makeup. And yes, you should be wearing sunscreen every single day. Keeping your pores clear and clean from dust, bacteria, oil, that's what's really gonna help your skin be free from acne, okay? So cleansing is really, really important, and I feel like I could even make like a separate video on how to cleanse properly. But really what it comes down to is double cleansing if you're wearing sunscreen or makeup, and 2, really being gentle with how you work the product into your skin. For me, I like to think that I'm like barely touching my skin. I'll massage my pores very gently for about a minute. And when I actually started doing this, I actually noticed fewer breakouts. So pay attention to how you're actually cleansing. If you're just going like this for like 10 seconds, that's not good enough, okay? We gotta invest more time and care into how we clean the face. Next thing on the list, and I feel like I'm saying that everything is just like so important, but this one is just so important too. Number 6, stop forcing your skincare to work for you. Because if it doesn't work for your skin, just give it up. You gotta let it go. It's like a toxic boyfriend, okay? Like, you can't force him to work for you. If it doesn't work, you gotta just walk away, okay? And then find someone that works for you. Why does that feel so personal? But anyways, so when I was younger, I would force myself to use sheet masks because it's cool. All the adults did it. It makes your skin glowy. It must be good for your skin because so many people say like, oh, you can use a sheet mask every day for glowing skin. If not every day, you should use it every week. But what was even more important than what everyone was telling me to do was how was my skin actually reacting to what I was doing to it? Because every time I would use a sheet mask, I would get a new pimple. But I would ignore that. You know, I would kind of gaslight myself into like thinking like sheet masks are still good for you, when back then I didn't need to use sheet masks at all. Same thing with cleansing oil. Everyone says like, oh, cleansing oil is good for you. It's even good for acne skin. But really, like, I don't think so. First of all, I think it does take some trial and error to find a cleansing oil that doesn't break you out. And even when you do, it can be really easy to kind of mess up how you're washing off the cleansing oil. Me personally, I just find that when I don't use a cleansing oil, I have less bumps on my skin. Really, if you have acne prone skin, I wouldn't recommend cleansing oil. Instead, I would recommend a cleansing balm. These days, I've been using the one from Glow Recipe, but I also love the one from Vanilla Co. If not cleansing balms, I think cleansing waters are good too. It's just that you have to use a cotton pad every time, so I just prefer using a cleansing balm. But yeah, the moral of the story is stop gaslighting yourself that a skincare product is good for you when it's actually not. Pay attention to how a product reacts to your skin. A really good way of doing this is only introducing one new product at a time into your routine. If you try 2, 3, 4, 5 products at once, how are you gonna know what's working for you and what's not? Keep a good routine going on. If you are introducing something new to your routine, only add one product at a time and see how your skin reacts. It might be that your skin's not fit for the product, or maybe it's the different products that you're using in your routine that's not reacting well with what you're using. Number 7, not believing in eye cream. Ooh, this one really hits for me because I used to not believe in eye creams. I used to not believe in eye creams because I just thought it was a way for cosmetic companies to make more money. I do think it still kind of is. Basically, eye cream is just a moisturizer that is heavier with more oils to keep your under eyes from being dehydrated. So what I used to do is just use moisturizer all over my face and then apply a second layer of moisturizer underneath my eyes. And that was working for quite a while. And then I started getting older. I mean, mind you, I'm not that old. I'm still in my mid-20s. I'm 24 right now. But I can feel the decrease in oil production, especially under my eyes. Okay?
이제는 여기 아이크림 안 쓰잖아? 그러면 진짜 건조해져.
And once you feel that dehydration, it's over. Okay? Your skin should not feel dehydrated. And you don't have to use that much. Like I use like the tiniest amount of a really affordable eye cream actually. And it really does make a big difference, guys. Like when I wake up in the morning, like my under eyes are still very moisturized. And I just hate the feeling of dry skin. And eye creams really prevent that under my eyes, which is very important for preventing fine lines and wrinkles. This is like a case-by-case type of thing. If you're a teenager, I don't think you need to use eye cream. After 21 or like 22, your collagen production starts going down. So it makes sense for people in their 20s and above to start using eye cream. And you can use eye cream to keep that moisture going wherever you need. So that could be like these lines right here if you have any, or like your forehead area, your smile lines. I don't know why, but the tip of my chin gets pretty dry, so I put some leftover like eye cream like after applying under here. I'll put some on the tip of my chin as well. Yes, eye creams, I support. Number 8, not changing my pillowcase enough. Ooh, this one's a really important one. You should be changing your pillowcase at least every week. How many of you guys are actually doing that? Tell me in the comments right now. Are you a nasty hoe? Or are you a clean freak? So this is another tip that has really helped me get less acne. If you use like hair oils and hair products, and you should be moisturizing your hair with hair oil. But if you think about it, the hair products that you put on your hair is going on your pillowcase. And then when you're like tossing and turning at night, you're putting those hair products onto your face. That's actually why I break out the most, like at the edges of my face. Because even though I try to keep my pillowcase clean, it's not gonna be 100% clean all the time. And on top of the oils, there's also probably like dust and like nasty stuff in your hair if you were like out the day and if you didn't wash your hair and then you go to bed, well, good luck. Good luck not getting a pimple. Change your pillowcase as often as you can. I recommend once a week. I think if you start doing this, you're actually gonna notice less breakouts. And then you're gonna thank me. So you're welcome in advance. Okay, 9. Ooh, this one's really important. All these are so important. Oh my goodness. Popping pimples when they're not at the surface, aka when they're not ripe. So if you struggle with deep blind pimples, these are basically pimples that are like really deep in your skin, but the tip of the head is not really at the surface of your skin yet. I used to struggle with those a lot and I still sometimes get it. And what's the most stressful thing about these blind pimples is that they take such a long time to go away. And you think like, oh, like maybe I should just like pop it to try to get rid of it because it's not going away for months. Hell nah. don't do that, okay? Like, please, like, especially if it's a deep pimple, you should not be trying to pop that at home because most likely it's going to leave a scar and you're gonna regret it. It's not even gonna pop nicely, okay? Popping pimples at home is something that requires for you to be skilled at popping pimples. Like, okay, like, did you wash your hands? Did you clean your face really well before? And are you going to treat that pimple nicely with skincare afterwards? Is the pimple even ready to be popped? Honestly, the only times that you should be like popping pimples is when they're ripe. When you see that white head, the yellowish whiteness at the surface, that's when it's ready to pop. And something that I've actually been utilizing these days is a needle. So I got this on Amazon. It's a pimple popper needle. They are disposable, which is great. You don't want to be reusing needles. These needles are so thin. They're not like sewing needles. Like, don't use those for popping pimples because they be big as fuck. But these ones are clean and you can use it pretty easily. And I find that it's very helpful in minimizing scars when I'm popping pimples. I guess the best thing would be not popping pimples at home, but if you do want to get it extracted, getting it done by a professional, aka like getting a facial, that would be the best solution. But you know, not everyone wants to do that. So if you want to pop your own pimples at home, make sure that it's ready to pop, stay clean, make sure that your face and your hands are clean when you're doing it, and try using these acne needles because this actually helps pop my pimples. And don't pop the deep ones. Just don't do that, okay? Now that we got that out of the way, we're on to the last skincare tip, which is stop thinking that skincare is more important than your lifestyle. You could be using the best skincare in the world. And when I say best, it doesn't mean like expensive per se. It just means skincare that fits your skin. So let's say you got like a really perfect routine going on, but aside from your skincare, you're like drinking alcohol a lot, maybe you're overeating, or you're eating foods that aren't really good for you. Let's say like high in sugar, high in fats. You're not really working out regularly. You're not drinking enough water. You might not be getting enough vitamins, and you're not sleeping. Well, obviously your skin's gonna suck. I'm sorry, but that's just what it comes down to. When I'm not living a healthy lifestyle, like when I'm like rotting or just like I just kind of like let myself go, like it's gonna show. It shows on your skin because really your skin can be a reflection of your inner health. It's going to have a bigger impact on your skin for you to correct your lifestyle into living more healthy rather than trying to find a new skincare product that's, you know, promising to do XYZ for your skin. So really, if you take care of yourself, your skin's gonna show. So eat healthy, get 8 hours of sleep, drink water, and eat fruits and veggies. You got this. Fighting! And that is everything that I had for today. It's really a short summary of everything that I've learned in my skincare journey, but definitely some of the most important things that I wish I could have told my younger self. So let me know in the comments if these tips helped you out, and share one thing that has helped your skin the most so we can all have beautiful skin together. That is it for today. I'll see you guys in my next video. I'll see you guys next time.